I'm going to retell the spider story. Why? Because I used Ludwig's copyright-free music, and I got my ass clapped by copyright. They muted the VOD. My editor went in there and was like, I'm sorry, I can't edit your spider story. I'm like, why? It's all muted. What? And I know that's not Ludwig's fault. Are you sure? What are you implying, sir or ma'am? That Ludwig went, I am successful, but I think I would be more successful if I baited other creators into using copyright-free music that I make so that they can be copyright struck and sabotage their content. You are insane. You're crazy. That's wild. But maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Ludwig is a stand-up guy. He would never do that. And it's amazing that I even have to clarify that because all of you know I'm kidding. But you know how the internet is. If I don't put this caveat at the end, it's going to go on LSF. It's going to be like, Will Neff calls out Ludwig. Wow, sabotaging smaller content creators. Is this a mogul move? Question mark. First comment. I always knew Lud was like that. Anyway, spider story. Hi, YouTube. I'm working hard to be a better creator for you because I suck at it and my editor hates me.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
So I'm going to mute my alerts, I'm going to mute my bits, and I'm going to tell this story again with just punishing silence in the background for you guys. My editor will probably put in music, but for you, Twitch, just the punishing sound of your own thoughts. Anywho, a few nights ago, I was streaming and we were doing our normal film night. And towards the end of the stream, I saw a number of clips slide past my screen on the side, and they were all labeled Spider, Community, Arch Villains. You're not the best behaved when it comes to fucking with me, right? You guys enjoy fucking with me from time to time. I get a lot of messages about eating ass or about toe rings or about a diner scene that happens in the movie Heat. And so there have become these institutions fucking with Will, right? We all get a little bit forcing sometimes. So my chat knows that I am deathly afraid of spiders. There is another clip that I hope someone links that happened recently where I was playing video games with my friends and there was a spider on my microphone and the spider jumped at me like some kind of hell creature and it like landed on my hand and I went into full like and unfortunately my friends didn't even react. Here's the clip for reference. Oh my god, there's a spider!
This was not only a bad person, but also 5'2".
There is a big ass spider in my.
I don't know if I can have both of you in here at the same time. This is crazy.
Yeah, except Neswa also.
It's just tag teaming now.
Neswa also.
I don't even know like where I'm getting hit from anymore.
Regularly averages 200 concurrent viewers on his own, even while I'm streaming. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna keep shit talking to you. All day, every day, motherfucker.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, God,
I see you, bitch. I see you.
This is
fucking,
my kink, actually.
I see you killing it. Okay.
That fucking spider jumped on me!
Yeah. Yeah, you're
the
gold
nice.
2-1.
Well, you know that they're killing Smurf Q.
Did you guys see that? They didn't even look up! I was fighting for my life! And they didn't even stop their dumbass conversation sucking each other's dicks! Oh, Nestle, you're so good at Valorant. Oh, Hassan, you're pretty good too. The spider jumped from the mic onto my hand. He was out for blood. You saw it. I saw it. They didn't even go, Will, are you all right? You know, there are times that my friendship with Ness and Hassan, I look at OTV and I'm like, what the hell? They care about each other. Even if Saikuno is lying about what happened, Saikuno can come in and be like, I fell. And they're all like, oh my God, Saikuno, are you okay? That's awesome. That's good friendship. He's trolling them and they're worried about him. I'm fucking in my own personal hell, I have arachnophobia, and I'm fighting a goddamn tarantula live on stream, and they don't even break their conversation. Bastards. Anywho, dial it back. I thought that this clip, which was shared at the end of my stream, was clearly bait, right? It's definitely bait. It's bait. Big spider. So I watched this clip after stream. Now take a look at this clip. Shameful. They make you feel regret, and others just fill you with a bittersweet melancholy. Oh, it is a troll, I said to myself. I don't see any big spider, but I lacked critical information. In fact, chat, let me just hide you for a second, and let's watch this back in slow motion. If you look down here on the rug, you'll notice a shadow start to move from under my file cabinet there to over behind my tricep. Do you see? Do you see? Chat, do you see? After the stream, I went to bed with my lady friend Caroline. Lights off, tucked away, and we were relaxing. When all of a sudden Caroline goes,
"My ass cheeks hurt."
Huh. Well, that's most unusual. Your ass cheeks hurt?
Yes, my ass cheeks hurt.
And so I proceeded to cup one of the ass cheeks. Oh my gosh. Your ass is like radiating heat right now. I think you might be having an allergic reaction to our detergent. So she goes in the bathroom, turns on the light, looks in the mirror.
Oh my God. I have 2 huge bites, one on each ass cheek. Is there something in the bed?
And I went, oh God. I pulled back the covers and I discovered the spider from earlier in the stream in our bed. And I went, oh my God, Caroline, there's a giant spider in the bed. After this, she started to feel increasingly shitty in a very short timeline. And she was like,
oh my God, my ass is on fire. My stomach is cramping. My legs hurt.
And I was like, do you think it was venomous? And she's like, this is honest to God, this was her response to me.
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of Pilates recently.
Like the muscle sting of Pilates could be comparable to the plural bites of a venomous widow spider. And so I was like, and she's like,
I don't know though, it's getting worse.
and I was like, oh fuck. Now I knew that when someone gets bit by something venomous, it helps if you have that animal, if you go into the hospital, right? Because they can identify it and they can go, okay, this is what we're dealing with. So I grabbed my commemorative frosted Jets glass and I summoned my strength and I went, and I knocked the spider into the glass. And I doubt I even looked that cool. I think I made this noise, but I got it in the glass. During this time, Caroline went to the living room and was rapidly deteriorating in health. She was now on the couch and she was saying she couldn't move her legs. And she was like,
you have to clean the wounds.
but she was, and I shit you not, she was laying there like a paraplegic with her legs just frozen. And she was like,
You have to turn me over and clean the wounds.
what? And I was fucking panicking at this point. I was like, is this like a baby brown recluse or what is going on? I know fucking nothing about spiders. I'm scared to death of these fucking things. So I turned her over. I grabbed the back to Trayson and I'm like spraying and cleaning her ass with one hand and Googling California spiders with my other hand. Turns out California is pretty big and there's like 300 different spiders in this godforsaken state. So I'm like scrolling and I'm like, I don't know, it kind of looks like this one, but it might, oh God, what genus is it? Blah. And Caroline is like
What spider is it? You have to figure out. Do we have to go to the hospital?
And I was like, blah, 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 blah. So I bought a $25 insect identification app, and I went in and I took this photo, and thank God for technology, it identified it as a noble false widow spider. Just scary, mean motherfuckers. Gross, bad, ugly, arcane, eldritch beasts. Ah! I felt something on my leg. Oh my God. Okay, my boot itched me for a second. I thought, okay, that got real for a second. Fuck. Even looking at these bastards makes me uneasy. Now, apparently, this spider is like a scourge in England right now. It's like a very venomous spider that is like an invasive species. And it can really, really hurt you pretty badly, but it can't kill you. Apparently, people don't die from this fucking thing. It just hurts. It's like getting a dozen wasp stings all at once. It's like just painful bullshit. Like some of those like really bad ant bites. You know what I mean? Not that bad, not bullet ant status, but it sucks. So I was like, Caroline, good news. You're not going to die. We don't have to go to the hospital. Pog. Bad news. You're going to be in awful pain for the next 30 minutes. So Caroline and I literally just sat there, and I'm going to be honest, it's been 3 days since
the incident,
and we're still not sleeping right. Every night I do a full TSA style inspection with my drug sniffing dog Farley, where I like pull back the covers and like do a sweep for these motherfuckers. Because there is nothing scarier than a predator in your bed. Just a fucking apex predator lurking around, eyes all over his head, looking behind him while he's looking in front of him. Parapeps, or whatever they're called, their little face hands. Can you imagine if human beings had face hands and they would just shovel shit into their mouths with little tiny hands? No! No! Devil spawn! Satan!